Last Monday night, Adair County R2 hosted its annual open house. All faculty and staff members were introduced to the crowd, and classrooms were open for parents to visit. Along with the open house, students who earned advanced or proficient ratings on last spring's MAP test were honored. The night was capped off with a book fair where students and parents could purchase a wide variety of reading books. Girl Scout representatives were also on hand to sign up new prospective members.
The Brashear FBLA Club went on a field trip on Wednesday, September 12, 2007. The FBLA kids boarded the buses and went to Northwest Missouri State University at Maryville. The trip consisted of the students got a campus tour and met with the mission counselors who told them the advantages of attending Northwest. In addition, the students got to see Old Brashear graduates.
Last Friday, some of the juniors and seniors enrolled in many dual credit classes for Moberly Area Community College. This program allows students to gain college credits as well as still gaining high school credits. This program has been going on for the past 13 years.
Brashear visited Canton for a softball doubleheader Thursday, and the two Lady Tiger teams split on the night. In the varsity contest, Canton took advantage of a couple of walks and an error to score 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Brashear got one of the runs back in the top of the fourth when Haley Kelsey singled with 2 outs and Christina Scudder drove her in. The score remained 2-1 Canton until the top of the sixth. Carmen Woods and Jessie Hill both reached on 1-out errors. Christina Scudder drew an intentional walk, then Abby McKim drove a hard grounder just inside the first base bag for a bases-clearing triple. Canton came back to tie the game 4-4 in the bottom half of the frame, then went on to win 5-4 in the 8th inning on a bases-loaded walk. Carmen Woods, Haley Kelsey, Christina Scudder, and Abby McKim all had hits for Brashear. McKim had 3 RBIs and Scudder had 1 RBI. Scudder pitched and took the loss for Brashear. In the 3-inning JV game, Brashear jumped out early and picked up a 6-0 win. Emily Lodwig was the winning pitcher. Last Saturday, the Lady Tiger JV softball team headed to the Schuyler County tournament. The first game of the day was against Scotland County, where Brashear picked up an 11-8 win. Next up in pool play was Clark County. Brashear struggled offensively, putting up only 1 run and losing 5-1. Having gone 1-1 in pool play put the Lady Tigers in the third-place game, where they faced Brookfield. Brashear jumped out to an early 9-3 lead, but the game grew exciting as Brookfield stormed back to take the lead 11-9. Brashear never gave up and came from behind for the 14-11 win to take third place in the tournament. Tuesday night, Brashear traveled to Atlanta for a pair of conference wins. In the softball game, Brashear got on the scoreboard in the top of the first when leadoff Jessie Hill reached on an error and scored when Christina Scudder walked and headed for second on a rundown sacrifice. Abby McKim added another run when she circled the bases after driving a hard ground ball through the infield and past the right fielder. Atlanta tied the score 2-2 in the bottom of the first when a walk, a double, and an error plated 2 runs. Atlanta took a 3-2 lead in the third, but the Brashear bats came alive in the 6th for 4 runs and in the 7th for another 3 runs. Atlanta managed a run in the 6th and another in the 7th, but Brashear held on for the 9-5 win. Christina Scudder got the win for Brashear, striking out 17 batters. Abby McKim had 3 hits for Brashear. Sydney Slavin, Haley Kelsey, and Emily Lodwig also had hits. In the baseball game, pitching and defense were the story of the night. Matt Thomas held Atlanta scoreless through 7 innings to earn the 1-0 win. Both teams threatened to score in the 3rd inning, but Ryan Ferdig was thrown out at the plate, and Atlanta lined out to the pitcher with bases loaded to end their half of the inning. Brashear mounted a 2-out rally in the 5th when Matt Thomas drew a walk followed by a Justin Hazen walk. Thomas then stole third and scored when Kylie Watson reached on an error by the third baseman. Brashear's defense held to preserve the 1-run lead, but not without a scare in the 7th when Michael McKim ran down a deep fly ball down the first baseline to record the 2nd out of the inning. Thomas closed it out with a game-ending strikeout. Thomas struck out 6 while scattering 4 hits and 2 walks. He also had 2 stolen bases and scored the winning run. Kylie Watson had a pair of hits and drove in the winning run.